Something you bought but returned. Describe something you bought but returned in the end. You should say what it is, when you bought it, why you returned it, how you returned it.
Welcome. In this channel, you're not just here to watch, you're here to participate. Feel free to share your own sample answers in the comments section and exchange ideas with others. Let's learn and grow together.
I'd like to share one of the most frustrating experiences I've ever had, returning a purchase. You might have experienced the pure joy of finding a great deal, but sometimes, that excitement quickly turns into disappointment. As someone who loves finding bargains, I've always enjoyed the thrill of snagging quality items at a fraction of their original price. Whether it's clothes or home decor, I pride myself on my ability to spot a good deal. But this time, my instincts failed me. A couple of months ago, while I was feeling a bit down, my friend suggested a shopping spree, knowing that retail therapy can cheer me up like magic. To be honest, I was reluctant to go, not only due to my busy schedule, but also because of my tight budget. Nevertheless, after some persuasion, I figured, what's the harm in looking? So, I decided to give it a try. While we were browsing, a beautiful tile in an antique shop caught our eyes. Its intricate patterns and vibrant colors were like a tiny, colorful artwork. We entered the shop to inquire about the price. The seller's enthusiastic explanation and persuasive manner convinced me to buy it on the spot, without a second thought. However, the joy didn't last long. Just a few shops later, I spotted the exact same tile selling for half the price. I couldn't believe it. A wave of disappointment and frustration washed over me as I realized I'd been overcharged. So, I decided to go back to the first shop and ask for a refund. Explaining my situation, I politely told the seller that I'd seen the same tile for much cheaper elsewhere. At first, he hesitated, but after some persistence and a bit of negotiation, he agreed to take the tile back and refund my money. In the end, that night taught me a valuable lesson I won't forget. Always do your research before making a purchase. If I hadn't compared prices at other stores, I might never have realized I'd overpaid. Phrases and idiomatic expressions. Frustrating experience. A situation that causes frustration or difficulty. Return a purchase. To give back an item that was bought, often for a refund. Pure joy. Extreme happiness or pleasure. Turn into disappointment. To change from something positive to something negative. Snagging a deal. Finding a great deal or bargain. Pride oneself on. To feel proud of one's skills, abilities, or achievements. Instincts failed me. When a person's natural sense of judgment or intuition does not work. As expected, retail therapy. Shopping to improve one's mood or emotional state. What's the harm in? A way of saying there's no real risk or danger in doing something. Give it a try. To attempt or test something. Caught our eyes. To attract someone's attention, on the spot. Immediately, without hesitation, without a second thought, without reconsidering or questioning the decision. The joy didn't last long. The positive feeling or happiness was short-lived. Wave of disappointment and frustration washed over me. A strong feeling of disappointment and frustration suddenly overwhelmed the person, overcharged. To be asked to pay more than the fair or reasonable price for something. Go back to. To return to a previous place. Explain the situation. To describe or tell about what happened. Hesitated. To pause before making a decision due to uncertainty or doubt. Persistence and negotiation. continuing to push, or insist and discussing terms to reach an agreement, take back, to return an item to the seller, refund my money, to return the money spent on an item, a valuable lesson, an important lesson that teaches something useful, do your research, to gather information before making a decision, compare prices, to check the cost of an item in different places to find the best deal.
Preparing these sample answers takes a lot of time, but your support keeps me going. If you find my content helpful, please subscribe, share it with your friends, and connect with me through these links. I've also added them in the video description. Your encouragement means everything to me.